6 comes out, people are gonna completely forget 2K existed. And Flight was speaking 100% facts. Everybody in the community is scared of Ronald. Bro, all
Yeah,
you
bro.
niggas that played the game early, y'all sold y'all soul. I mean, there's an
What's wrong with Speed?
Welcome to Speed Does America. Ain't no way chat calling me a clanker.
What's up, bro?
Hey, Speed. Welcome to my princess.
What the hell?
Yep, this production might be actually good up.
iShowSpeed has a problem. He has a huge problem, a cataclysmic problem, a problem that could end his career. And I'm not talking about his current US tour, but I will be.
I don't know
going
how
into
we
that in
keep
detail.
getting
I'm
this
talking
dude.
more
There's no
about
one
the
else
fact
cover
that he
news,
does not
bro.
like one of my favorite artists, Echo 2K. He had a donation come on his stream playing Echo 2K Peroxide, and he decided to crash out thinking it was some random SoundCloud rapper promoting his music.
Don't be promoting your fucking music. Hey, Echo 2K, don't be promoting your fucking music, bro. We don't got time for this shit.
Now, iShowSpeed is probably one of the biggest English-speaking streamers on the platform. The guy is unmatched. And obviously, to be at the top of your game, you have to do a little bit of clip farming. I've talked about this before. People like Speed, people like Jinxie, people like Queso, they're all very talented in their own right, but the only reason that they are as popular as they are now is because they blew up from people clipping their content and posting it onto Shorts. Why would you watch a 2-hour stream of someone watching other people's videos? I've never done that before. When instead you could watch a 6-second clip of a funny
Dude,
fat man
niggas
doing a
not
scream.
even. Alright, bro. Stop showing your own clips, bro. Please. I never laughed at any of them. Just get to the point, bro. Please, please.
Yo, thank you for the
please.
10 gifted, Jemima. Yo, thank you for the 10 gifted. W's in chat for Jemima. How dare a streamer thank someone for giving him money? Shameful. Now, originally, being a streamer, it was pretty simple. You'd stream a family-friendly classic game like Brazilian Drug Dealer 3. Ronaldo. But now it feels like you have to strap an elderly person to a nuke like Slim Pickens in Dr. Strangelove. I mean, since around 2018 when Mr. Beast was basically buying up billboards to promote PewDiePie in his subscriber war against T-Series.
And so I just wanted to tell you guys to go subscribe to PewDiePie because, you know, I want him to remain the #1 most YouTuber. It'd just be a shame if he got passed.
By the way, just to make you feel old, that was 6 years ago. My God, that
Damn,
is terrifying. That is terrifying. Can you imagine that there are actually going to be new gens that get like access to the internet and they're going to have no idea who PewDiePie was? Like, honestly, it's going to reach the point that if you weren't a skin in Fortnite, no one's going to know that you existed. Now, back to iShowSpeed. Surprisingly, in his more recent streams, he seems to have matured a little bit. He's a lot less kind of shouty and screamy. I mean, a good example is when he was in Place Sweden, a place that I hold near and dear to my heart. He was obviously just, you know, crashing out there, screaming at people, barking in public.
Gentlemen, Royal Palace, act accordingly.
But even before that, Speed he was an absolute menace, right? The guy was setting off fireworks in his room, and I can't show you that. I'll show you this still image. I'm not showing you anything else. The last time
Bro,
I
that's
talked about
from
it, like
dumb
2
long
years ago,
ago,
the
boy.
video
Stop
got age
playing.
restricted and limited ads, despite his stream still staying up. But Speed has moved on to bigger and greater things because he is now doing a US tour, which is surprising because the guy's been everywhere. He's been to Europe. I'm sure he's been to some other places, mostly Europe, but now he's actually doing a tour in his own home country. Now, while researching this video, I actually found out that someone compiled every place that iShowSpeed visited, and it's called iShowMap. Like, he streamed in Saudi Arabia, Brazil. He even tried to stream in North Korea at the DMZ, but that was actually shut down.
I went to go to North Korea, right? I tried to bring like my live view and streaming stuff. The military police borders. They took my live view and streaming. So Dan chat, when he was like right by the border, we had this dude right by us, so we couldn't stream. That was like my whole day. This is the picture right here of the military officers, him like restraining me just a bit.
Now, there are a fair amount of streamers that do travel the world while they stream, but most of them are just kind of sat in hotel rooms doing content, kind of like what, you know, I'm doing right now. But the guy will walk around, interact with people, usually get swarmed, and show countries in a pretty natural light. I know this sounds like Omega tier glazing, but Speed is basically like one of 2 streamers that have actually had like an impact on the countries that he's visited. I mean, for example, in his live stream in China, the Chinese government actually came out and thanked Speed for showing like the real version of China, not just the propaganda. I know by saying that sentence, it sounds like I just had $50 sent to my PayPal account from the CCP. Yeah, all right, fair enough. To be fair, I do want to point out as well, Speed's stream in China I think it was very scripted as well. I mean, obviously he has like a production team in most of these countries, but that was probably one of the most scripted streams out there because obviously China doesn't want to look bad to the Western world. They want to look like they're doing better than them. But then there's other countries he's visited as well, like Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and they actually used taxpayers' money to pay Speed for him to visit in the hopes that it would actually boost tourism in those respective nations. But like I said, Speed is now
actually,
doing a
bro,
tour of America.
wait,
This is a
countries are paying this nigga to pull up, yo, that's a
and
big
it's meant to
bag,
last
bro.
over a month, 35 days. And he's basically just documenting his travels all across America. Now, the problem is Speed has had some hiccups in the past with streams and stuff. Unfortunately, the American stream, his own home turf, this has been been like single-handedly one of the most disastrous streams that have ever happened. So to kick off the marathon, Speed basically
That makes
unveils this
sense.
huge tour bus that he'll be traveling in for the duration of the trip. So there was this big setup, this huge reveal. They were playing All of the Lights by Kanye, but whoever was handling the audio, they didn't actually play it at the right time. And then when they got it working, it actually turned off for a couple of seconds. So it's just this silent drone shot whilst the dancers are performing in front of the bus, and Speed is just raging and yelling, trying to fill in the dead air.
Welcome to Speed Does America. Now enjoy the show and look at the tour bus. Let's go. This is the tour bus. Enjoy the show. Speed Does America, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, they fucked it. Yep, this production might be actually, yeah.
Then there was a drone shot, again, a firework display to accompany
I would
the
want my
bus
money
being
back.
unveiled. And in one
I
part of the
would
drone
want
shot,
my money
it
back
displayed
today.
what was supposed to be his name. Instead of saying I show Speed, it just says I show Sped.
Speed Does America, chat. Our boys ready to get...
That's actually some cartoon shit, bro.
House reveal.
Now, I probably don't have to
Sped.
tell you what the
That's
word
actually some
sped
cartoon
actually
shit,
means.
bro.
It's a pretty derogatory word for certain people with mental conditions. Now, I'm guessing what they were doing here is the lightning bolt is actually meant to represent like an E, but it just looks
It doesn't
like
even
sped.
look like an E.
I'm sorry, man. There's I don't know who thought that was a good idea. If you had like 2 lightning bolts, that actually would have made sense. But having
Yeah,
an E and then the
fair.
lightning bolt, it just doesn't even look like a word. Now, allow me to put on my tinfoil hat and give you a schizo game theory. Personally, I think I'm getting a bit too old and jaded for this, but I have a sneaking suspicion that all the fumbles on this stream were on purpose. I think they're on purpose to kind of drum up hype and get people talking about it. I mean, I'm doing a video on it. There's been loads of clips made about it of people sharing it online. People that would not watch I Show Speed
You
in
good
the first place.
tacos,
They
bro.
probably
Just
see a
fall
clip on
asleep,
live
bro.
stream
Go to
fails and
bed,
think, okay,
man.
that's pretty funny. Let me check out his channel.
Don't
and
even
I
worry
will
about it, bro.
So, I don't know. Maybe not, but I feel
Nah,
like
you
it
good,
could be a bit
bro.
of a
Go
4D
to
chess
sleep,
moment
bro.
to actually make these mistakes on purpose. You know,
Feel
'cause I
me?
feel
That's
like
the
if
whole-
that
I'm
happens,
glad
more
my
people
stream
would
did
actually
the
tune in to
job,
watch
bro.
it
That's
as
the
opposed to
point.
everything running smoothly. And again, the most
This is shit
viral
that got
clips
you to
that
go
have
to
gone from
bed,
this
man.
tour
It's
so
that
far is
NyQuil.
Speed basically crashing out. and
Enjoy
being
your
annoyed.
slumber,
so
my
this
brother.
could almost be like a 10-layered clip farm because again, clip farming is what made Speed famous. I don't care if you enjoy the guy's content, that's totally valid. I think he's very entertaining and he deserves all of his, you know, his success definitely.
ALR
but
bro,
he became famous through clip farming.
TMRW, I can stay
like
up
most modern
TMRW,
streamers.
cause no school Friday.
I bet.
But
Say
also,
that.
to be fair, I don't think anyone originally means to clip farm. I think they do something and then it goes viral and then they want to recreate that and that's how it turns into a clip farm. Like you've probably seen my TikTok or my Instagram and half of it is just Lamau fat joke, lol fat joke. And again, like if you check the views, they have gone way more viral than anything else that I've posted. Now, obviously, one of the biggest issues with a 24-hour live stream is sleep. Speed is a human and he needs to sleep. And I doubt as much energy as the guy has, anyone can stay awake for 35 days without any kind of sleep. Now, the I Show Speed management team, they had a bit of a dilemma. Wait a minute.
Captain
if
fucking
Speed is
obvious.
sleeping, that's bad. No, he can't sleep because then people click off the stream. I have an idea. We make a AI VTuber of Speed to interact with chat so people won't scroll off their iPads. And as you can expect, with the hate of AI at the minute, people have basically resorted to calling AI Speed a clanker. And then in response, AI Speed basically said he would enter full bark mode, whatever that is.
Ain't no way chat calling me a clanker. Bro, I'm not some rusty bot. I got feelings. You wild virtual being. Watch your mouth before I go full bark mode, dead ass. Chat, who should I roast next?
And even though it's only been a couple of days, he's met up with a lot of celebrities like Tom Brady,
What
Rick
the
Ross,
hell?
Lamar Jackson, who had a lemur on him for
Wait, what?
days. He's met up with a lot of celebrities like Tom Brady, Rick Ross, Lamar
Tom
Jackson,
Brady.
who had a lemur on him for whatever reason. And of course, obviously, America being America, probably his biggest fan base, there's probably also the biggest population of stream snipers. People that are absolutely desperate for that small bit of clout. Like this guy who was wearing a prison jumpsuit and just started ripping off his clothes.
Magic trick. Come on, brother.
Ew, bro.
And he also had a run-in with this guy who called himself the Chain Snatcher. But contrary to his name, he's actually someone who gifted Speed a chain. But again, the irony being, if someone called the Chain Snatcher gifts you a chain, that means he probably stole it in the first place. So
Yeah,
Speed kind of
yeah,
woke up
yeah,
and
you would
immediately gave it
think,
back to him.
yeah.
Give me a shout out real quick. Stevie Joe, the chain snatcher. Yeah. You didn't know. We got chain snatchers and shit. We going to.
You snatched his chain.
I thought he was giving it to me.
He gonna let you keep the chain?
Does he want it or no? Hold on. No, get it back. Get it back. Yeah, give him back. Give him back. No, give him back. No, you can get that. He can get it. Tell him no, give him. Now you keep it.
That wasn't the only strange guest he's had on as well. Like there was this guy with like an incredibly realistic alien mask who was also invited onto the tour bus. And although he didn't give Speed a stolen chain, he did pull a space
What the
blaster on him.
fuck?
right, man. I'm hungry, man.
You hungry?
Yeah.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Yo, I got that.
Oh, folks, shit. Hey, man. Hey, man.
Put it up. Put it up.
Put it up.
He even brought on this like really ancient meme for some reason. You know that meme of the guy who could like pop his eyeballs like halfway out of his sockets? I don't know. I guess just whoever the team could kind of just gather at the time.
Popping out my skull, could have good a view. And he talking about, you don't know why.
Yo, this nigga be freaky, bruh. Yeah.
But also on top of that, Speed actually had a pretty big health scare during the tour. He basically lost his voice. His throat was in complete agony.
I know y'all probably missed me, but I'm at the doctor. They put a stick down my, they put like something down my throat. They put it on my nose. I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes, y'all.
Thankfully, they didn't find any issues or anything. It was more just the amount he's been screaming. He's basically lost his voice entirely for a little bit of time. But while that was happening, his cameraman actually went around and asking people if Speed was attractive, which is probably 10 out of 10 wingman behavior.
Do you know who I sure Speed is? This is my friend Speed. You know him? You ever seen his face?
I don't think so.
Well, if you could rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, what would it be?
Based off of what?
Looks, purely looks. Is he an attractive man?
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks. I'm gonna buy some boxes.
I guess I'd give him an 8.
Awesome.
Now, one of the more concerning things that happened on the stream is when Speed was in urgent care, he was asked about some like personal details, and the cameraman, you know, actually forgot to mute the microphone. So basically, Speed was broadcasting his personal details to tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people. Now, these clips were obviously clipped as they are, but thankfully, most of these have actually been removed now, and obviously, I'm not going to play them because I don't want to show the guy's personal information. But Speed also had another possible injury when he was visiting the Daytona NASCAR track. He was allowed to hold one of the horses from a fire truck and shoot out some water. But the thing is, if you see how powerful the water is that gets shot out of a fire truck, you'll see where this is going, right? If any of you have played GTA, or if you've played Saints Row and you've got in the fire truck and you've shot out the water, you know how strong that stuff is. Pretty accurate, and Speed was knocked on his ass.
Get down, boys. All right, your Speed is here. Get down. I'm here to save the day. All right. I'm here to save the day.
Now, to conclude, there were talks that Speed was eventually going to go to the Mr. Beast compound to go visit him, do some content.
The fuck was even that, bro?
Actually ended up
he just fell and you showed that?
The prank, which was laugh out loud hilarious, was tricking Speed into thinking he was
Niggas just trying to film minutes, bro.
on property. And you could see him like freaking out, saying like to call his parents and stuff. Honestly, again, this could be like, because Speed is a god tier of clip farming. He's a god tier like playing into it and stuff. So this could be another clip farm, but he does seem genuinely scared.
Bro, call my dad, bro. Bro, call my dad.
Yeah, we just got pulled over. They're trying to...
Ain't no fucking latest shit is happening right now. On my tour, bro. You know I ain't never raced a day in my life, bro. Y'all gotta stop this shit. Hell no. Girlfriend.
Bro, this shit obviously fake.
Hey, Speed! Welcome to my prison!
I fucking knew it. You know how I fucking knew it? Because I seen this shit right here. You always saying, Mr. Beast.
How's it going, Chad? Hey, we're gonna go up a hole in a minute. You guys tell me how long we should leave Speed in here. Anyways, how you doing?
Bro, why you got me here? Nah, chill out. No.
What the?
And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that was everything that's happened so far. I'm pretty sure more things will happen and have happened by the time this video goes out. I might keep documenting it, I might not. But between Kai Cenat's Mafia-thon 3 and the Speed road trip across America, we eating good this month.
Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm not watching no more of this nigga right now, bro. Popeyes and Barry's your favorite streamers. I already know about that. The first AI apology just dropped. Oh, Peterbot. Why is Kai famous? 2K25 was just an RPG. Caribou. Not the